Back on the SportsMax Zone, the ISA Boys and Girls Athletic Championships now over, so attention turns to the return of the CARIFTA Games to Jamaica. The CARIFTA Games will be held from this Saturday, the 16th of April, to next Monday, the 18th, at the National Stadium in Kingston. SportsMax and the SportsMax app will have well over 20 hours of live coverage of the region's premier junior track and field event. One of the many things that the Home of Champions can promise is a truly integrated broadcast of track and field. Against that background, we start our build-up with a look at a 17-year-old high jumper, Brandon Pottinger. Pottinger was born in the United States, but has decided to represent Jamaica, the country where his parents were born.
I started out as a sprinter, and actually how I got into the high jump was pretty funny. My coach told me I needed to, one more event to enter this track meet, and it was either run the 800 or high jump, and I didn't want to run the 800. So I gave the high jump a shot, and it's just been my thing ever since. Yeah, I consider myself a yardie, especially all my parents, they just speak patois. So that's kind of what I was growing up around. So yeah, I'm honored to carry on the torch that my dad left for me. And I also do feel like it's a responsibility to do so. So yeah.
I remember competing in this arena here, and the crowd in front of your own crowd, it would definitely be a huge motivation factor for him. And I do anticipate he's going to jump very well, because he prides off of the crowd. And the more the noise, the more it's noisy, is the better he performs.
My first CARIFTA was actually 2019 in Cayman Islands, and that was an amazing experience, so I can only imagine Jamaica. I'm very confident that I'll be able to bring a gold medal home for Jamaica.
Yeah, you can tune into our CARIFTA coverage for a more in-depth piece on Brandon Pottinger and his father, Marley Pottinger. He competes in the under-20 high jump final on Saturday's opening day. That will be set for about 5:45 p.m. local time. And this is how Pottinger stacks up with the best in the CARIFTA region. His best mark of 2.10 meters, as listed on the World Athletics website, has him joint #1 alongside Trinidad and Tobago's Aaron Antoine. Pottinger does have a 2.16 meter effort from the US High School Nationals, but it is not being reflected on the World Athletics website. Now, Farrell Sam of St. Vincent of the Grenadines, who won the Class 1 title at the ISA Boys and Girls Championship for Kingston College, is also expected to be in the mix. Chavez Penn of Jamaica and Josh Gardner of the Cayman Islands have also cleared 2 meters so far this season. So I remember Brandon Pottinger's dad, Marley Pottinger, running for Kingston College in the mid-1970s, 74, 75, somewhere around there. A pretty solid sprinter, but he had some injury issues. But his son now chooses to compete for Jamaica, which is significant. He grew up in the USA. He was born there, so he would have had an option. He has opted to represent Jamaica.
Yeah, and I think it's a big deal for Brandon, the fact that, you know, he has his father who would have walked the path before, because that's always amazing. He can get full one-on-one advice. And Lance and George, you know, seeing that CARIFTA hasn't been live since 2019, I'm looking forward to see how he fares. And even so, he's representing my second home. So looking forward to see how he does in this CARIFTA Games.
Well, there's a Trini in the mix as well, Aaron Antoine.
Right.
So where will your loyalties lie?
Well, I can
in the same high jump event.
I can rep. Oh, I didn't know that a Trini was in it as well. But I can rep. Listen, I don't want when I go back home that I'm stoned down at the airport. But I can represent. I can cheer for both of them.
Oh, you can.
And I can, you know, just welcome good competition, and whoever wins wins. May the best man win.
Question for you: what does your passport say? Does it say on the cover the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, or does it say CARICOM?
CARICOM.
Ah, so I'm giving you a tip, a free tip.
Thanks for that.
In the future, when you're in a dilemma like this and someone wants to press you on divided loyalties, that's what they want to highlight. Say, I can live here and support somewhere else and then still support Trinidad while supporting Jamaica. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, my passport says CARICOM.
Yeah, and the truth is, at the end of the day, my love will always, and my loyalty will always be home. But it doesn't change the fact that now that I live in Jamaica, you know, I've grown to love a lot of things that you all do as well. It has become a part of me. So I will be representing both countries. Whoever wins, I'll be happy.
Lance, what does your Bayesian passport say? Does it say?
I don't have a Bayesian passport,
Is it
which you well know.
You do? For shame, Whittaker. How can I know what's in your document
you know
folder?
that I don't have a Barbados passport.
Because I feel like you would be the first person to know if he did.
No, but I've said it. I've said it many times that I don't have a Barbados passport.
It's a red herring because now on the occasion. All right. Since you forced me there, I didn't want to say this, but since you forced me there,
yes.
Mariah, I'm telling you and the viewers, on the occasion of Barbados' transition to Democratic Republic, there has been a recall of certain passports from certain individuals so that they can get the diplomatically aligned document which bears the descriptor Republic of Barbados. Lance's passport was sent to Bridgetown, and perhaps DHL is transitioning it back to Jamaica so he can have his proper document in hand. I didn't want to say this on international TV,
because
Mariah.
Is it true?
Well, Lance,
Yes.
Mariah, you're brilliant. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I don't understand
that I was brilliant.
Please answer Mariah, George.
I don't understand this.
Please answer Mariah.
Exactly, but Mariah, you see.
Repeat your question, Mariah. Mariah, repeat your question.
Can I have some protection, Mariah?
No, Mariah.
No,
Mariah,
I can't.
Repeat your question, Mariah.
George, is it true?
Mariah, let me ask you a question, Mariah. I want you to look at the camera. Don't look at me, Mariah. Look at your camera.
I want to look at you.
Would I sit here on international TV and say things about Whittaker that is not true?
The man is right here to
exactly,
defend
Mariah.
himself.
Exactly my point.
And he has said no.
But Mariah, he asked a question. Answer. Say yes.
Oh, but he would. Mariah, does Lance control you, Mariah? He's telling you to say yes?
No.
I don't understand.
I'm urging her.
No, you're telling her to say yes?
I'm urging her to speak truthfully.
No,
Lancey,
you're leading the witness.
Lancey, you don't need to lead me. You don't need to speak. I can speak for myself. Yes, you would do that.
And the viewers can see that I have no protection on the show. I am.
And the viewers know you, and they know that you don't need protection.
I'm a gentleman without an ally. I need allies. Yeah? So there you go. Back to the track.
When you said about lie, you said something about lies?
No, allies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Allies.
I just heard the lies.
Allies.
I just heard the lies, George.
You heard lies?
Yes.
Every time Maria speaks, you hear lies. Yeah?
Not me.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about the boy Pottinger. Here's the thing about the boy Pottinger. I think these CARIFTA Games will tell young Pottinger a lot about himself, because I think the competition is said to be so good. Perhaps it is that if he doesn't do well here, he'll be forced into a rethink of what his career focus is in this moment. If he excels, he'll have every reason to believe that he can cut it at the next level above CARIFTA. So these games are very important to him and his handlers, led by his father, of course, because this will tell him whether or not he has elite level talent, because we've seen so many promising youngsters through the high school system who dominated there or were very competitive there and went to CARIFTA and realized that, looks kind of hot here, the competition. And then you have others who go and they master CARIFTA, and then they have the impetus to say, you know what, I'm going to take a crack at the next level, because if I have CARIFTA level talent at this standard, then clearly I can crack it elsewhere. So I think I think he's at the most important point in his young career, because any doubt he has, any misgiving, those will be cleared up or confirmed by what happens in Kingston.
Yeah, well, I'm about to say something that will probably shock some of my KC friends, because I'm not usually given to speaking in an admirable way about Kingston College.
Publicly?
Yeah, publicly.
Go ahead.
But his dad is from Kingston College, so he has purple blood in his veins, George.
Yes.
I think he'll be successful.
So what is having purple blood in your veins?
Success. He has that inner fight and that inner knack to get things done at the right moments.
You know, Mariah,
I think 2.10 is his PR as far as the World Athletics website says, but he does, we understand, have a 2.16 meter personal best, which isn't reflected on the international website. I am not thinking that the others who will be against him can do that. And I think if he is anything like his father, from the standpoint of the sort of guts and stomach for competition that Kingston College produces, I think he'll be hard to beat.
You know what, Mariah? Sometimes Lance does a very good impression of a man who wished he went to KC.
No,
because
no, George, you're misleading the public again.
But
George, you're misleading the public
I wish
again.
I was on a show with someone who could give me some protection, because
Well,
it makes no sense I ask Mariah for protection because she's not protecting me.
I usually protect you
Mariah,
when
may I have
you're
some
telling
protection?
the truth.
May I have some protection
Go
in this
ahead,
matter?
talk.
Good. I said it is based on my valuation and assessment of the man, based on things he said privately in the zone room.
Okay.
Not including what he said on air.
Okay.
That Lance, notice my words, Mariah, gives a very good impression of someone who is frustrated at not having attended the great Kingston College. Now, the fact of Kingston College's greatness is not up for discussion. You may hate them or love them, but their greatness can't be disputed. Lance gives a very good impression of someone who's frustrated at not having gone there. Did I say, Mariah, that Lance is a man who is genuinely remorseful about not going to KC? No, there's nuance in my words. I said he gives a very good impression of. See the press.
Well, you did choose your words wisely in this instance.
All the time, Mariah.
And I will also say that I am not privy to your private conversations with Lance on Kingston College, so I would rest this case. Like, I wouldn't say anything.
But I'd suggest to you, though, Mariah, that the Woolmerians who know Lance's antecedents, and he's an outstanding product of Woolmer's, won schoolboy cricket with them and did great things in his post-high school life to bring greatness to Woolmer's. They'd be very embarrassed that Lance is at SportsMax doing and giving a very good impression of someone who wished that they had KC roots rather than Woolmer's roots.
I
the
give
point
you
I'm
the
making.
final say, Lance. I feel sorry.
I don't know where George is going with this, to be quite honest. But
we're going to the break with this.
It's misleading.
We're going to the break with this.
We'll go to the break.
The fans know what the truth is, Lance. They know where the truth is.
Break time.
Thank you for watching SportsMax on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay informed.